So today's breaking story takes us from Main Street America to the world stage to see the decisive response to your reigning POTUS and his aggressive and confrontational foreign trade policy. This breaking video today, it's a pushback, a retaliation, tit for tat, an international gamesmanship taken up a notch by the EU and articulated by European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen hours ago. Her response to Trump's tariff tornado is vital to see, especially if you happen to like things that are made of steel or aluminum. Hey, maybe you dig textiles, home appliances, agricultural goods, motorcycles, bourbon, peanut butter, jeans, because as you're about to see, all that and more will be hit as they were during President Donald Trump's first term. And, as you're about to see, the EU's response to Trump's tariff fiesta is a blow-by-blow retaliation to this recent volley from the man who would cripple your spending power with his fetish for tariffs. Now, in this clip, he appears with his other fetish, and after this clip, you'll see just how the EU responded.
Also this morning, President Donald Trump imposed new 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminum imported into the U.S. That means everything from cars to washing machines, lamps, even canned goods could go up in price. And many small businesses are now bracing for rising costs. On Tuesday, President Trump backed down from a threat to impose an additional 25% in tariffs on Canada, totaling 50%, after the province of Ontario said it would put a tariff on electricity coming into the U.S. Ultimately, Ontario Premier Doug Ford held off on retaliatory tariffs, saying cooler heads should prevail. The Dow is now down more than 1,300 points after just 2 days. The president is dismissing the turmoil and now saying he does not see the possibility of a recession.
Mr. President, when you look at the market selling off, that didn't concern you, and where do you see it going?
Doesn't concern me. I think some people are going to make great deals by buying stocks and bonds.
Instead, he expressed support and compassion for Elon Musk, whose Tesla stock has tanked 39% so far this year. Consumers could be bracing for more pain, with Canada also saying they could restrict oil and minerals coming into the U.S. if the trade war escalates.
America is bracing for more pain. Well, our breaking news, the EU has swung back at Trump's tariff offensive. And guess who's going to take the hardest part of that punch? Me and you. Now, here's the latest on your reigning POTUS's trade policies that will affect our quality of life for months and years to come. So tighten your wallet and check it out. Also, the full video of European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen's definitive response. She's most resolute, as you're about to see just right after this report that sets the stage for her.
Overnight, President Trump's 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports took effect. This follows a series of back and forth tariff threats between President Trump and Canada yesterday. In response to Ontario's tariff on electricity sold to the U.S., the president threatened to double U.S. tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum to 50%. That led Ontario to back down, and in return, President Trump said he would look into reducing tariffs on Canada. This morning, the European Union is responding with countermeasures, stating they'll charge equal tariffs on behalf of the 27 countries it represents.
Now, hours ago, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen put it this way.
As of this morning, the United States is applying a 25% tariff on imports of steel and aluminum. We deeply regret this measure. Tariffs are taxes. They are bad for business and worse for consumers. They are disrupting supply chains. They bring uncertainty for the economy. Jobs are at stake, prices up. Nobody needs that on both sides, neither in the European Union nor in the United States. The European Union must act to protect consumers and business. The countermeasures we take today are strong but proportionate. As the United States are applying tariffs worth $28 billion, we are responding with countermeasures worth 26 billion euros. This matches the economic scope of the tariffs of the United States. Our countermeasures will be introduced in 2 steps, starting with April 1st and fully in place as of April 13th. In the meantime, we will always remain open to negotiation.
Now, as the EU finds itself surprisingly abandoned for the first time in global politics, the fallout won't just hit Americans in their wallet. Now, the way Trump is degrading the value of America in the eyes of the world, well, that'll result in something we really have never experienced quite this way before: disrespect, disdain, and disconnection from the rest of the civilized world. Now, is that the isolationist reality that his supporters voted so enthusiastically for? Well, thanks to those MAGA warriors, the die, it seems, is cast, and, well, your new hog is probably priced out of reach, especially if those government checks stop coming.